Now, your 13 First Alert weather forecast.
Well, another day spent in the 80s this afternoon here in western Wisconsin, but we are seeing a change in this pattern developing here in the coming days. We'll have an opportunity to get some much needed rain tomorrow, and then by the weekend, as we welcome the official start of fall, well, it looks like temperatures will be cooling off and feeling a lot more like the upcoming season. So something to perhaps look forward to for those that are ready to move on from the summer. 82 for the 5 o'clock hour. Will be dropping down into the 70s. No worries about any rain for now, as we are still dealing with some dry conditions, just some mid and upper level moisture coming in the form of clouds streaming across our skies this afternoon. 82 degrees, a live look at our Nicolet Bank Chippewa Falls Skycam out at the fairgrounds. You could see Old Glory there blowing with some of those breezes, although at the airport there, winds are on the lighter side. Relative humidity at 38%, and that dew point has been inching up. That'll be more of a factor going into tomorrow, out ahead of the next front, which is already bringing a batch of showers through parts of Minnesota. Now, this will not be affecting our area, but again, some of the cloud cover associated with this has been fanning out well ahead of that area of showers, so we're seeing those impacts this afternoon. Otherwise, temperatures mostly in the 80s, cooler in Medford right now at 77, a warm 85 in La Crosse, and again, an overall very warm air mass. Summer just has not wanted to let go here in recent days with this upper level ridge, but we do have some troughing farther west. Now, a lot of that energy will lift up into Canada, but on the leading edges of that will bring in some favorable conditions for that maybe severe threat going into later tomorrow. As we look at our temperatures over the next day or so, tonight will stay warm. Lows only dropping down in the mid-60s. I think we'll keep a little bit of a wind out of the southeast and south. That will help to keep temperatures up. Notice it'll even be warmer to start off Thursday to our west. And then, depending on how things play out tomorrow, we should be back in the 80s. I do think we'll have a chance of a few scattered showers and storms in the morning, kind of like what we're seeing in Minnesota tonight. And then we'll catch a break with the more significant activity arriving and developing by later in the afternoon. Storm Prediction Center has much of our area under a level 2 of 5 risk. This will include isolated very large hail, strong damaging wind potential, and there is a fairly good setup for the potential of a tornado or two developing with a few of these storms later tomorrow afternoon and evening. So something we're going to keep a close eye on. Again, we have that first alert watch in effect for tomorrow evening. Our forecast model shows some scattered development to our west going into early tomorrow morning. Again, we could wake up to a shower. A couple of these hang out, maybe a stray storm in the morning, and then it's after about 4 o'clock when we start to see some additional development. A few of these may be supercells initially before perhaps developing into a line as they work on through. After about 10 or 11, that threat should be moving away, leaving us with some drier weather, but still on the warm side heading into Friday and the start of this fall weekend. Low 80s, but as the next system comes into play behind a front, it does cool off. I think a chance to be in the 60s for a couple of days and feeling more like later September as we look at that extended forecast.
Yeah, late September already, and cooling off for the first official days of fall.
Cooling off, but we know it could be a lot cooler, so we've actually been pretty warm here so far.
Very nice. All right, thanks, Darren.
Yeah.
Our entertainment report is coming